Good evening, bachcho. Welcome to Exaministry. Welcome to a class, and we are studying important concepts of internal security. Today, we are going to start a very different line of thinking, that is coastline infiltration. And this is a very important topic because we have seen that in late 90s and early 2010s, there have been a lot of infiltration, and even the Mumbai attacks, both the times the Mumbai attacks, serial bomb blast and attack on Taj Hotel and other hotels, both the times these attackers came through sea route. It means this is a very serious issue to consider and understand. तो बच्चों, सबसे पहले मैं आज आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो हमारी इतनी लंबी कोस्ट लाइन है, अब चूंकि डिफरेंट नदियाँ आती हैं, डिफरेंट चैनल्स हैं, उनके कारण वो काफ़ी अलग अलग टूटी फूटी छोटी छोटी ये मुड़ी हुई एकदम स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं है, तो इसके कारण बहुत सारी प्रोटेक्शन की जगह बन जाती हैं। कहीं भी पानी के बीच की कोई जगह आई, मान लीजिए ये कोस्ट लाइन चल रही है, सो ये जो प्लेसेस होती हैं ये बहुत ही सीरियस प्लेसेस हो जाती हैं और इन्फिल्ट्रेशन यहाँ से इजी हो जाता है क्योंकि यहाँ पर आकर लोग छुप सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये आपका हाई सी है, बियॉन्ड 2000 नॉटिकल माइल, यहाँ पर अपना घूमते रहेंगे बोट के साथ, and when they find the time they will come to these places. This is one of the reasons for infiltration into the country through our coastline, number one. Number two, what happens that we have mangrove forests, so we have mangrove forest on a very large part of our coastline. इन मैंग्रोव फॉरेस्ट में जो इलीगल लोग हैं, इलीगल बोट्स हैं, इनको छिपाना बहुत ज़्यादा आसान होता है. These become hiding places. Then another important reason which we should understand, another reason which we have to understand here is that in this 12 nautical mile zone, which is known as territorial water, after which EEZ starts. Here our fishermen are there. These are not armed, they are there for fishing, so they are very vulnerable people. And it becomes very easy for these terrorists, etc., who want to infiltrate into our country to attack these boats, capture these boats, and travel to the coastline very easily. So, these are the basic points which we should remember. How does the infiltration through the coastal boundary takes place? This is one thing. Now, how do we tackle? What is the arrangement existing in our country to handle these type of situations and protect our coastal line? This has to be understood very, very carefully. Now, first of all, this is our land. So, there are different states are here. First, up to first 12 kilometers. Here, state coastal police is responsible. So, protection of this area, that is territorial water, so responsibility of protecting territorial water is in the hands of the state coastal police. Okay. Now, from 12 kilometers to 200 nautical miles, nautical kilometers, nautical miles basically, not 12 kilometers, but nautical miles. Now, up to this 200 nautical miles, this is known as 200 nautical mile line. Here the responsibility is with Coast Guard. But whenever there are cases which have to be registered, those cases have to be registered in coastal police stations. That is very important to remember. And beyond this, Navy has the responsibility. Now, the important point is that when there are thousands of ships which are always present in the ocean, how do we monitor them? How do we examine as to what and which ship or boat may enter into our waters and people can infiltrate to our coastline? Very simple. We have one very strong arrangement which is known as IMAC. It is located at Gurgaon. Where all civil ships are monitored. (24/7). Not only this, bachcho, there is something which should be remembered by you, that we have basically identification system. Every ship has to send one signal which identifies that ship. Not only the identification of ship is done by that particular system, but remember its arrival point, departure point, nationality, everything gets revealed by that particular system. And this is done by a combination of various resources like radar system throughout the coastline in the country, number one. Number two, we connect all these radar station informations with the satellites, and at the top of it, when there are so many boats, so many ships around, then we also have our ships which are continuously monitoring these signals which are coming from the ships which are traveling from one country to another. But the issue remains of the boats, and especially those boats which are captured by the infiltrators or the terrorists. For those, we have to basically guard the whole coastline with the help of coastal police or coast guard. So, there is always a need of very close coordination between these three agencies, which happens very effectively in our country. And now it is almost impossible for any person or any boat, unauthorized boat, to enter into our territorial waters and then people landing on our coast, right. So, this is the basic concept which I wanted to explain you, and I would like to add one more thing here, that in our country, we have also faced, and we are still facing, a very strong coastal security problem with Pakistan. You might have read in the newspapers, आप लोगों ने खूब अच्छी तरह पढ़ा होगा कि हम लोग पाकिस्तान के साथ एक प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं सर क्रीक पर। ये सर क्रीक प्रॉब्लम क्या है, इसको भी एक बार देख लेना उचित होगा। ये जो सर क्रीक प्रॉब्लम है, which is a very serious problem for our internal security. Basically, there is this body which is now not navigational. Whenever there is some body of this sort existing between two countries, India here and Pakistan here, when there is a boundary or the water body here, then there is an international principle which is known as Thalweg. थॉलवैग प्रिंसिपल क्या कहता है बेटा? थॉलवैग प्रिंसिपल ये कहता है कि जब भी इस तरह की वाटर बॉडी हो जो नेविगेशनल हो, और एक जमाने में नेविगेशनल बॉडी ही थी, तो इनके बीच की लाइन इंटरनेशनल बाउंड्री मानी जाती है। सो दिस इज ईस्ट कोस्ट of this creek and this is west. Now, Pakistan unauthorizedly says that this should be their boundary. It means they want to capture the whole Sar Creek. Whereas, we say that following the Thalweg principle, the boundary between these two countries should be the central line of this water body, because this was once upon a time a navigational channel, and we are right in doing so. So, by using the advantage of this confusion and this conflicting situation here, people try to enter from Pakistan to our country. infiltration, they try to enter through infiltration. You might have heard that our government has in the recent past declared that no encroachment on our land will be accepted, because we are following the international principle, that is Thalberg principle, for determining the boundary. So these were some issues relating to the coastline infiltration. That's what I wanted to explain to you. Later on, we shall discuss other important issues relating to internal securities in future classes. Thank you very much. I am very sure you are enjoying my conceptual classes on internal security. Good night, बच्चों.